What's up, YouTube? This is Danny from the Cornercade, and we finally have X-Men. Give you a quick little walk around of the cab here. Looks beautiful. It's got all the characters that you play with on the game right there. Float around the side here. Love the control deck. Nice and clean, crystal clear. There's the left side, same as the right side. Got the nice little riser there. Iconic as always. We got the faux coin doors. Love them. I like the Marquee. I know a lot of people like pan the Marquee because of the washout. I think it looks just fine. I mean, like, in the arcades, these marquees were washed out. This is all old school nostalgia stuff, so doesn't really bother me too much. However, I do love that the new marquees have that plexi finish. It just looks a lot more like 2022 updated HD. Like, that's what we're looking for. That's why we love these BOE monitors. We don't like the TN monitors. These ones are just crystal clear. It's what we're used to with technology now, so it's just really cool to have that technology kind of blended with the old school and the new school. So definitely, I'm not going to upgrade the Marquee, but I think, you know, I could see why you would upgrade it. But we got the bezel here with the characters and movesets. There's some gameplay. Me and my wife actually just beat this game, so we did get to play some of the gameplay. We actually had someone jump online and play us, so we had like 3 people playing. So that was super fun just to see somebody, and they hopped right in and we started kicking tail with them, and it was great fun. The controls are all good. Love the button layout, like I said. Let me back out of this just to show you the games real quick. So we're gonna hit the live button. I'm just gonna back out. So we're gonna have the X-Men, the traditional, just classic beat 'em up that everyone's getting this cap for, and then we're gonna have X-Men, Avengers, and Avengers is like a Galactic Storm. I mean, let's jump into this just in case you haven't seen them at all. I can kind of show you. There's pretty much two beat 'em ups and like a fighting game. The fighting game is like totally lame, but I at least appreciate having more games on the cab because I'd rather have more than not enough. I'm sure everyone's in that same kind of boat. So these are your options. You're kind of linked towards who you're playing on the board here. So like right now I'm just linked to Iron Man, so we'll just get him started. But this is just gonna be a beat 'em up, classic beat 'em up. I think it was a Super Nintendo beat 'em up, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I never played this at all except for now, so this game we'll definitely be playing. This is kind of fun still, just as a little beat 'em up. But you know, who's ever getting this cab is clearly getting it just for the one game, the X-Men. But again, like I said, it's nice to have the other games. We have a whole arcade, so I wish every arcade came with 12 games. But here's just like a little gameplay. I'm playing with one hand, so I'm gonna get wrecked here. Take that with my right hand here. Alright, you guys get the point. Back out of this one real quick. Now I'll show you quick the fighting game. I mean, it's absolute garbage, in my opinion. But again, I appreciate Arcade1Up putting games on the cab besides just the main title. Of course, it's nice to just have that variety. Most people don't have room for a full-size arcade, so it's nice to just have other options without having to buy other cabs. This beat 'em up is just not not beat 'em up. This is a fighting game. It's just not really. It looks like someone made this like in their mom's basement. There's no good graphics. Game's terrible. But again, it's it's nice to have more games. So there's not much I can do with the one hand here. So you guys get the point. I'll back out of this one. But I'm really happy overall to have X-Men in the arcade. I mean, we have it right now paired with The Simpsons, classic beat 'em up. And this is a Konami classic corner right now. It will change as we get more cabs in. And then we got the Turtles in Times. Beautiful. Love this one. But as far as X-Men goes, I mean, I personally would not pay $750 for this cab. No chance. That's just like way too steep. And I know a lot of people are like, well, you know, the Arcade1Ups used to be $200, $300, but they're not $200, $300 anymore. So that's just a pie in the sky price. These cabs are priced at $700, $750, you know. So I ended up price matching it at Best Buy with RC Wiley. I got this for $399. So totally worth the $399 in my opinion. I mean, it came out to like $420 with tax. To have a classic a staple like this Konami beat 'em up, this X-Men beat 'em up that we all know from the arcades, I mean, you gotta have it in your arcade. You know, you gotta have The Simpsons. That's another one. You gotta have Turtles. It's without question. So as far as the cab itself goes, love the control deck. Like, I got to sit on purple right now just because great color for that. The speakers are absolute garbage. You have to turn them up all the way for anything to really pick up. So they could have done a better job with that, but it's okay. Marquee, I don't have too much complaints on it. Not going to replace it. It's got the faux coin door. So I think $399, that $400 price point is just like a sweet spot. It's for all of my arcades that we have at the Cornercade. So I definitely recommend getting X-Men. It's a great cab. We did have Killer Instinct and Street Fighter 2 Yoke of Flame. We should have got those like a week ago. I know in my prior videos, you guys saw that we got both of them stolen by UPS. So they're still investigating that. But then Best Buy quickly just sent out 2 more. And then those are just... Yeah, so those are lost in transit. So we don't know where those cabs are. Hopefully we're just gonna get updated day by day, but we will have those. We will get those built for you guys, and we will be doing just light reviews on them. If you guys want me to do like in-depth reviews too, I'm all for whatever content you guys want to see on the channel. I mean, without you guys, there is no Cornercade channel on YouTube. So definitely could use any advice that you're willing to give. We are willing to listen and give feedback on. So this is the X-Men cab. I highly recommend it, especially at that price point of $399 if you guys can price match that. Yeah, we ended up selling the stool that it came with. We usually sell them for like $50. So technically speaking, I got this for $350. I don't keep the stools here in the Cornercade because there's just not enough room. And I could just pull in one of my chairs that I have at the kitchen, so it's not even that big of a deal to me. The stools just kind of make it look cluttery and messy. So it's just nice clean cut. We're gonna have pathways and walkways here because we're gonna add more cabinets. So just gonna kind of give you a quick tour of the Cornercade, as we always like to give those update videos. We're gonna get another one for here, so we'll have 4. There you go, gotta focus there. 4 on this wall. So right now we have Pac-Man, the Pac-Man Legacy. We have Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Another $399 steel. We have Star Wars, Atari. We have Big Blue here, looking gorgeous. One thing to note on the Big Blue, I thought it was a lot taller than what it is. So like my eye height is literally like this. So I'm looking like really down on this thing. Having the slanted control deck doesn't help either. I'm around 6 foot. So just to kind of give you guys like a perspective on that as best I can. From a first person view, I'm looking really top down in this thing. But the cab itself is gorgeous. I love the blue light up on this with just everything blue. Again, I wish there was a coin door. There should be no excuse that any arcade does not come with a full coin door. That's it. I don't understand. So yeah, there's that. We're gonna have the Marvel vs. Capcom here, which we will be selling to upgrade. Obviously, it's the Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It's a no-brainer. My wife and I swapped out these panels so we can get the faux coin door in, or not the faux coin door, but the sticker coin door in here. So I think that looks really clean like that. We just got rid of the old one and slid that one in from a different cab. But yeah, I think that was a really cool little touch we did. That's when we had all the sticker coin doors going, but now we don't have really any of those besides the Pac-Man. This one, I love this cab, and I actually love the swan design just because being 6 foot, so like if I stood in front of here, this is what I'm seeing. I'm not getting anything cut off, and I love the height. So I think when we get like Killer Instinct, it'll be really interesting because the height of that one, I believe, is like 3 inches higher up on here, so we'll be able to play a little bit easier for like a person of my stature, and it's a little bit taller. It's 3 inches taller, so it'll come up to like here. So it'll be a lot better. But I love Marvel vs. Capcom. This was actually one of my first cabs I've ever gotten from Arcade1Up. Just brings back so many memories for everybody. I mean, all of these games bring back so many memories for everybody. I wish I had more space to include more cabs. From the layout that me and my wife came up with, we could fit about 17 in this room. So it's still a good amount, but again, we want to get the most bang for a buck, so that's why we ended up picking up Terminator for $3.99. This guy, Big Blue, we picked up at the Red Cross charity event for $150 it was. We had to pay like $80 to ship it, but it was still worth that. This cab cost me like $450. It was a lot. Again, we sold the stool though, so it makes up for it a little bit. Here is Ridge Racer. This is an awesome cab. I got this one for $3.99 too, from what I think it's like $750 or something, $700, what it normally is. But the $350 is, or yeah, the $3.99 was so worth it at the end of the day. So worth it. As you guys see in our previous videos, we have like a little shelf that we put in there for the drinks. We'll put more of those throughout the arcade as we grow it here. Continuing, we got Mortal Kombat. And so just to show you kind of like a perspective here, when I'm playing Mortal Kombat, this is kind of what I see. So that's how much screen is kind of knocked off there. So it would have been nice to upgrade to the Mortal Kombat 30th, but Arcade1Up kind of messed up the screen on that one, so we might just be selling this one and not having a Mortal Kombat right now, which isn't the end of the world. So that's Mortal Kombat Legacy. We have NBA Jam there, looking pretty. We have Frogger in the corner. Again, I might be selling NBA Jam to get Blitz that's coming out. But if I sell it, I could actually fit 4 cabinets along this wall because we'd have the space. So again, with those 4 players, it really knocks it down to, you know, less cabs at the end of the day. But it's so hard because they're so iconic. Like NBA Jam's so iconic, and all of these so iconic. So here's the Simpsons. And what we'll probably end up doing is getting single player against the wall, because that's kind of what you have to do. And then we'll get a 2-player, and then we'll have the 4 players on the end there. So we'll get more cabs in here. And when we do that, we'll probably put in more drink shelves here. Here's the other side of that. And it'll be cool because we'll have the aisles going. It'll look real nice. And then we'll of course get like artwork in here and possibly a TV. We'll see how it goes. We have big walls, so gotta fill them up. And these Golvey lights are awesome. One of my best purchases ever. It was like $30 too. And you can change all the colors. You can do whatever you want. They're Wi-Fi enabled, Bluetooth. So I just connect them to my phone and kind of do whatever I want. I usually will have them set to purple or blue, just nice dark tone colors for the room. But yeah, that's pretty much the Cornercade in a nutshell. We're gonna look forward to those 2 other cabinets, Marvel vs. Capcom and Blitz. We're looking forward to. We'll probably be Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I'm sorry, and Blitz. We'll probably be adding those. Time Crisis is another like banger. Like, oh my god, can this get any better? You know, I might have to get rid of Terminator for that one just to make room, because it's nice to have like a variety of games, like, you know, a racer, a shooter, fighting games, you know, the beat 'em ups, just all the classic kind of games in the arcade. So it's nice to have just a variety. But you know, the room will shape up here. We'll have plenty of room to walk. I don't have another body here, but there's plenty of room to walk and play the games. I'm 6 foot. I don't crash into any machines or anything. I'm just standing here. I have plenty of room. So, hey guys, so it's kind of just an update video on the new cab we got here, the X-Men, and just a little update on the room tour. I hope to see you guys in the next one. This is Danny from the Cornercade. Goodbye.